Hi, my name is Jasmine and Armantyas. I'm one of the awardees for IISMA Batch 2021, and as you can see right now, I'm in front of Buckingham Palace. As a little introduction, in my home university, I study international relation, and my home university is Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. And for the IISMA program, I chose the University of York as my host university, with York Management School as my parent department. During my time here, I've learned a bunch of things. For example, I have to get myself used with the British higher education system that is a bit different compared to the Indonesian education system. For example, in the UK, we have two types of classes, which are seminar and lectures. Lectures is where the lecturer would teach us about the study material, just like the ones in Indonesia, while for seminar is kind of like a forum group discussion where we would be divided into groups and we would have to discuss further about the things we have learned in the lectures. And personally, my favorite is the seminar because we get to mingle with the locals, we get to know each other, and also have a better understanding of what we are learning, which is very useful for a visiting student like me. Other than the types of classes, the scoring system here is a bit different too. Instead of us getting like a B, or C, here in the UK we use the system with the measurement of first distinction 221, 222, which is a bit different. And to be honest, it's a little bit hard to get a really good grades, but I think that's what keeps us here motivated and keep going to get good grades, and of course the knowledge itself. When I first started settling in, I was having a bit of difficulty in understanding how the class system worked and also the workload of the modules itself, because in the UK we are required to read a bunch of reading material or do some work preparation in advance of a seminar class for us to actually understand what we were going to study about in the seminar class. And for every module, there is at least one seminar each week, so it was a bit overwhelming at first, but it's still manageable. Besides studying, I also love to mingle with my housemates. We often have breakfast and dinner together, and we just discuss about various topics, but most prominently about the cultural differences between Indonesia and the UK. For instance, we discuss about our childhood memories, our hobbies, what activities we do for fun, and so on. And despite the huge differences, it's actually what made us get along really well and became really good friends until now. As of now, I'm back home in Indonesia and I've just finished my final exams, or commonly known in the UK as summative assessment. Most of my exams are in the form of an essay, in which it is an open assignment, and we were given about 1 month to write all of them, which is roughly about 3 until 4 essays, so one essay per module. So yeah, therefore we have plenty of time to do them. Personally, I feel that the exams in the UK is a bit more difficult because the academics require us to put in a lot of elements, such as our unique arguments and stances of the essay topic, and then followed by a fundamental theories and concept to back up our argument. Despite having some difficulties, I think that's where the challenge is, because it shaped us to be more critical than ever, yet we are also demanded to be creative at the same time, which is something that I never experienced when writing essays in Indonesia. And yeah, hopefully I'll get good results from the exam. Thus, as my final exams are over, this also marks as the end of my IISMA journey. And from these 3 months of experience, I could say that I have acquired valuable life lessons that I never did in my 20 years of living. For instance, I learned about cultural differences. I learned on how to be independent when living abroad. I learned on how to be more punctual, to be on time, to be more considerate, and most importantly, I learned on how to understand other people's perspective and point of view, even if it differs from our view 180 degrees, and so much more valuable life lessons that I cannot mention one by one in this very short video. As of this, I hope I could implement what I have learned from my IISMA journey by spreading positive values around my surrounding, and also by guiding other people to be the next IISMA awardees. Well, I'm officially IISMA biased because IISMA have helped me to fulfill my dream of studying abroad. IISMA, be bold to go broad.